When the Ministry of Defence said it was closing the base of the Red Arrows at RAF Scampton, it prompted a furious outcry in Lincolnshire, the county which claims the National Aerobatic Team as its own. But now, influential voices in Yorkshire are getting behind a campaign for the Reds' new home to be there. And there are concerns that Lincolnshire will now give up without a fight. Sarah Walton has more.
They've become a much-loved sight in the skies over Lincolnshire. But the Red Arrows will be on the move when RAF Scampton closes in a few years' time. So has any decision been made yet on where they'll go?
None at all. But what I can assure you is that our commitment and our investment in terms of the Red Arrows will continue long into the future.
That means the search for a new base is still on. And there's a growing campaign for the Reds to move just a short jet flight away, 100 miles north, to RAF Leeming.
What we are going to do is to make sure that the Red Arrows and everybody in the RAF involved in that decision-making process understands that they would receive the warmest of welcomes in Yorkshire.
Now, Sir Gary is the man credited with establishing the Tour de Yorkshire and is someone who can get the ear of influential people.
We're going to lobby the Defence Secretary, Gavin Williamson, who I understand is the person who will ultimately make the decision as to where the base of the Red Arrows will be.
So can Lincolnshire compete with such a high-profile campaign? The MP for Lincoln says all the county's MPs must work together.
My understanding is that I'm the only local MP that's actually come out and said this is wrong. I want to keep them local and I'm prepared to work with anybody who wants to help me do that.
But lobbying the government might not make any difference.
While the MOD says it may make a note of any campaigns of support, the final decision will be based on where there are the best facilities for the team and where there's enough space in the air traffic for the Reds to get all their practice in.
Even so, in Lincoln today, people wanted a strong effort to keep the Reds local.
I think they should definitely fight for them because they're part of the heritage of Lincoln.
I think it would be a shame to have the Red Arrows leave Lincolnshire. It's an icon, really, isn't it?
Yorkshire, perhaps, at least it's still within striking distance, but it's still not Lincolnshire.
And Lincoln's tourism body says they'll take on the challenge from over the border.
We work in partnership with Welcome to Yorkshire to bring international visitors here, and what a great country that we have to showcase. But when it comes to the Red Arrows, to me their rightful home is here.
You're prepared to face off with Welcome to Yorkshire over the Red Arrows then?
Absolutely, bring it on.
It's thought no decision on the move is imminent, so there is still time for Lincolnshire to take up the fight. Sarah Walton, BBC Look North at RAF Scampton.